Disco the Parakeet lives in Penfield, but if you've seen his videos on YouTube, you'll know that he's a worldwide celebrity. Now he's preparing to make his national TV debut in just a few weeks, and Hannah can say she knew him when.
I know, when he's even a bigger celebrity, has his own agent and all of that, Jen, I'll say I knew Disco the Parakeet when I was here at Birds Unlimited. He has hundreds of thousands of Facebook followers, is that right?
Well, almost hundreds of thousands. He has 174,000 followers on Facebook.
174,000 followers. I need his marketing scheme. He has his own Twitter handle. Here's his owner, Judy Bolton. Judy, he's a parakeet. Yeah. How in the world, what is so special about Disco, and how did you discover it?
I don't know that there's something especially special about Disco, because parakeets, or budgies as they're called in much of the world, they already have a huge capacity for mimicking and for vocabulary building. They're actually perhaps the biggest vocabulary builders of the parrot family. So they can mimic. In the wild, they mimic each other. Disco maybe genetically is a little bit predisposed to mimicking better, but we're also a very chatty family, and we've been talking to him since day one. We got him when he was very young, and he's very bonded with us, so he wants to mimic us. We're part of his flock.
But I said, so what can we make him say? And you said you can't make him say anything. Yeah. So we're going to try and hear him mimic. But even, Disco, we're saying he's making his national debut. He's been on national morning shows, the Today Show, but soon he'll be on PBS, their nature show. Talk about that.
Well, he is. He's going to be on Nature on Wednesday, October 21st. It's at 8 p.m. on WXXI or wherever you get PBS. And it's a two-part series called Pets Wild at Heart. And it's already been shown in the UK on the BBC back in January. It's been shown a few more times since then. People loved it. Their pets loved it. It was the strangest thing. Cats were responding to Disco by their television. So that's been really exciting for us. He has followers all over the world, and he has a ton of followers here, and we're so glad that finally his PBS episode will be on, because it's been since April 2014, I want to say.
That is crazy. Now, what is it? What are the types of things he says? I mean, okay, he says pretty parrot. What does he say?
The sillier, the better. I had him quoting Nixon at one point. I am not a crook. And my husband turned it into something I can use when I drive with the bird at, what seems to be the problem, officer. My name is Disco. I'm a parakeet. But he says ridiculous things like, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. And we have a funny video of him as the evolution of his being able to say that. That's one of our favorite YouTube videos. But he says stupid stuff from the 80s. He quotes, Dirty Dancing, nobody puts baby bird in a corner.
Oh,
so,
my God.
The stupider, the better. Airplane quotes are a favorite.
That is really, and remind us what his YouTube page is.
Well, you can just look for Disco the Parakeet.
Just look for him under there and watch for him on PBS. I got to bring in Paul. Paul, remind people where you guys are. Disco came from here.
Disco came from here. A huge celebrity. But we're over here in Webster, 1421 Empire Boulevard. Been here about 7 years, in business 25 now. So if you need something for your birds, stop in.
And you have a website?
We do have a website, birdsunltd.com.
And people can meet Disco here in October.
We're going to have Disco Day on Saturday, October 24th, after his PBS gig. So
we got to get him all happy and excited so that he can mimic some of the people at the event, right?
Right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he'll do it. He's a special bird, so.
Very special. We even mic'd him up. Come on, Disco.
Come on, man.
Well, like they say, you can't make a bird do anything it doesn't want to do. So we'll wrap up, toss it back to you guys in the studio. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch, see if he mimics me.
All right. Hannah, thank you. Disco, sort of thank you. Your local headlines after this.